I moved into my apartment 4 years ago. It was Unit 2B in an older building with a rusted staircase and mailboxes that stuck. The place wasn't great, but it was mine. A month after settling in, I found a letter mixed with my usual mail. It was addressed to someone named Mary Lewix at my address and apartment. There was no return address. I brought it inside and set it aside. Not my mail. I have no business opening it. The paper for the envelope felt thick, expensive. It had a weight to it. I shouldn't have opened it. But my curiosity got the better of me. I carefully opened it. The paper smelled faintly like perfume. The handwriting was neat and practiced. The message was gentle. Another year passes, and I still think about your quiet mornings. I walked by that little cafe we liked. They still make your drink the same way. It sounded like something written for an old partner. It was endearing and warm. I put the letter in a drawer and forgot about it. A year went by before another letter was in my mailbox. Same handwriting, same scent, same beautiful envelope. I hesitated for a brief moment before carefully opening it. I remembered how you used to tuck your hair behind your ear when you read. I kept the blue sweater you loved. It still smells like you. I didn't know Mary, but someone clearly missed her. I slid the second letter into the same drawer. The third letter arrived. It was the first time I noticed these letters were arriving on the same date every year. March 12th. Every single one. I opened it, less hesitant than before. I saw the light on in your window last night. The place looked warm. Reminded me of you, of your scent. That line lingered with me. A chill leapt up my spine. I put the third letter in the drawer uneasily. I shouldn't have opened those letters. The fourth year arrived. I knew the date. I didn't want to touch my mailbox, but I couldn't ignore it either. And there it was. The fourth letter felt heavier in my hands than usual. The message inside was uneasy. Your smell is gone. None of your things have your scent anymore. How cruel to be robbed of it. An old familiar hunger returns. It didn't sound affectionate anymore. It sounded scary. Like the person writing it was slowly coming unraveled. There was nothing in the wording that crossed a legal line. It scared me enough to bring all four letters to the police. The officer at the desk read through them in silence. He asked for my address. I gave it to him, and he froze. Unit 2B, he paused, met my eyes with a chilling stare. Then he called another officer over. They stepped aside and spoke quietly for a moment before returning. The second officer asked how long I'd lived in the apartment. Then he asked if I knew anything about its previous tenants. I told him I didn't know anything. He exhaled slowly and started talking. A woman named Mary Lewix did live in my unit several years before I moved in. She had filed multiple reports about a stalker. Someone persistent. Someone she was afraid of. A few years later, she was murdered. The case was never closed. The officer pointed out the dates on the envelopes. They matched the date she died. They took the letters as evidence. They told me they would test them, but they didn't expect prints or usable DNA. They told me to inform them immediately if another letter arrived. They didn't say much else. They didn't need to. I walked back to my apartment, feeling like the hallway was narrower than before. For the first time since moving in, the apartment didn't feel safe. It felt cold, silent, watched. That was months ago. The date is coming up again. The thing worries me most. If the letters didn't stop when Mary died, were they ever even meant for her? Or were they meant for me? Oh, mes Tim.